Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Last Homely Garden. I'm up here in my treehouse and I can't believe it was 6 months ago that I was taking all the soft things out of here to store in the house for the winter. We're at that point of the year now where the balance is tipping. Soon the day length is going to be slightly longer than it has been. We're at the equinox, that balance of the year. I love it. The garden's still looking not terribly green, but everything's waking up. The daffodils are starting to wake up, the snowdrops are almost over. So it's a very beautiful, hopeful time of the year. So I'm going to get this tree house back to being usable again. My little grandchildren have been a couple of times and they've always said, can we go to the tree house? And I said, just wait another couple of weeks until I've got everything back in here again. So I bought this carpet here and we washed all the curtains and ironed all of those. They're here ready to go back up again and in this box. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I've got some other things coming as well. I haven't quite arrived yet, but the curtains are just looking lovely. I think perhaps the first thing to do then is to get this carpet down. I've got some rugs as well, so I think I might do that first. I got this from IKEA. In fact, you're looking at a bit of film of me buying that this roll of carpet right now. It's about 6 inches too long. It is lovely though, I like it very much. Now, the thing about this floor covering, we're not going to have to be precious about it. The kids are going to be in and out of here, boots, all of that, mud. We're not going to have to be too precious about it. But it is 6 inches too long, so what I'm going to try and do, actually it's right at the end there, isn't it? Well, that's just going to have to be a nice little anomaly at the doorstep. I don't think that's going to matter too much. And it fits perfectly. Just have to put it underneath there. I'll do that when I move this out. So the thing about these curtains is each one's made for a particular window. And of course I didn't label them. So I'm just going to have to work out where each one goes. I had an idea that I might make some new curtains, but these ones are fine. I know exactly where they go. So I'll put those ones up first. No, not that one. I need the longest dowels. Yes, that one. Through there. They're lovely and clean. I'm so pleased I did that. This is all my Indian block printed fabric that I brought back from India when I went years ago with my daughter Martha. And I brought back lots and lots of this fabric. This is the first lot. Since then I've bought more, but this was the original lot. I'm just not quite tall enough. I'm quite a short person. Over there, like that. And then, with another of these long poles, we're going to do the same thing. There's a lot of spoons in this tree house. So the shelves are held up with spoons and the tie backs for the curtains are spoons. Now I have had a think about whether I should paint in here or not. And I'm not going to. This is not a palace. It's a kids' tree house. And so as such they need to be free to play in it and make a mess in it. And yes, we can make it look beautiful, but we don't have to make it look so pristine that we have to tell them off anytime they make a mess. So that one goes through there, that one goes behind there, and then through here. Let's get the curtain there. Quite simple. And then that can go over the window like that one is, or can be pulled to one side quite simply. If you're taller than me, it's simple. I'm quite a short person. I think for people who are interested, I'm 5'4". Okay, so the curtains can sit there like that, looking beautiful. And there's a set on the other side as well. And then 1, 2, 3 windows that all have curtains. So I'll get on and do those now. Oopsie daisy. Okay, we're going to halt everything right there, because the more I look at this green paint and the more I look at these little bits of mould that I tried to remove last autumn, the more I think this room needs painting. So I'm going to paint it. I know I've put all the curtains back and I know I've put everything back in here, but before I bring down things like the bed cushion, the sofa cushion thing here, and some other bits of soft furnishing, I just decided I wanted to give it a coat of paint. I don't like painting, it's not my favourite thing to do, but and famous last words, I don't think this is going to take too long. And so I'm tempted to put this on a time lapse so that this will go very, very quickly indeed. It will go slowly for me, but it might go quickly for you. The green in here, I like it, but I think it will be good for a change. And when I got the paint, it's here for this. I really liked the paint that I got for my porch in the house, so I got the same colour. It's really nice. And I'm not a great painter. I've got some bits and pieces to get me going. I've also got a big basket full of things. So of course, importantly, I've got a cup of tea. I've got some painter's tape. This isn't painter's tape. I couldn't find my painter's tape, but this will do. This is really, really old masking tape really old, and it's kind of all, I don't know if it's actually going to do, because it keeps splitting. This might work, it might not. Okay, well, I'll battle on with that. There we go. It's back to being one again now. I'm not sure what I'd mask. Maybe the bits around the edges where it goes onto the wood. I don't know. I've got it in case I need it. There, I've got a cloth because you always need a cloth. And I've got my headphones because I might listen to an audiobook while I'm doing this. So if you see me with my headphones on, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I've got a cup of tea. I'll get that poured out. And I'm going to make a start. I've got to go to the shed first of all, and I've only got this brush. And I need some bigger brushes, and I've got them in the shed. So I'll go and get them now. Yeah, curtains down first though. Let's do that first of all. Simple as that. And then, just before I put you on fast, so this bit, I'm just going to paint round it because I like it very much. I made it years and years ago, and some of them are a little bit peeling and so on, but I like it and I might add to it. So that bit is going to be kept. Mellow. Yeah, I mean, even with the first square inch I really like it. Remember is that this is a tree house and not the sitting room. It's not the best room in the house, it's just somewhere for the children to play when they come in the summer. And ever since Aunt made those really cool steps, which made it a lot easier to get up and down, this has now become a really easy place for them to come and play, my grandchildren and any visiting children, and they can just come up and down by themselves. But there is one thing I have to do to make that safe for them. I have to move my goose back into the side pen that Aunt made for her. It's a huge area, it's got plenty of water, it's got loads to eat. And I have to move her back in there so that the children can run back and forth without worrying about being attacked by Eileen. So I'm going to do that a bit later in this video, I think. Okay, so for now though, what do you think? It's paler, isn't it? But it's a little bit less knock your eyes out, which I quite like. I mean, come on. No one's going to accuse me of being subtle, are they? Surely not. At this stage of my life, at 70, Kate became subtle. No, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to put my headphones on now. I'm listening to, re-listening, because I've listened to it already a couple of times, but over the years I like to, re-listen to my favourite things. I'm listening to Philip Pullman's Book of Dust. And I'm on the first book, which is called La Belle Sauvage, narrated by Michael Sheen. And what I'm loving about it is that my son John, he's listening for the first time. And so I'm loving when I catch up with John and he tells me where he's up to. I'm really enjoying that. And so it's time to get back to Lyra and Alice and Malcolm. So I'm going to do that now and just see how fast I can paint. just having a bit of a breather. I'm nearly finished. I've got the ceiling here to do, but I've got to get something to stand on because I'm not tall enough. It's a lovely little tree house. You forget, don't you, just how what a sweet little room this is for the children to play in. My kids loved it when they were little. I've made a decision about the wall with the scrappy collage pictures on. Instead of trying to cut in and do the round each of the ones and round the edges, I thought what I would do is just go roughly round the edges like I have done, and then find some more of my lovely pictures and postcards and add them to that wall so that I can continue with that collage. So I'm having a bit of a breather. I'm going to go inside and make another cup of tea because I've finished that, and just sit down for 5 minutes, because once I get going with a job like this, sometimes you probably do the same. I just keep going and going and going, and then by the time I'm really tired, I'm too tired. So I'm going to stop before I get to that point. Anyway, yeah, I'll go and make some more tea. And then I'll show you what I've got left to do. I've got that ceiling there to do. I've done the opposite one. That's it, actually. And then I'm going to go over it and any weak spots where the old green's poking through. It might need a second coat. But let me show you what I was meaning about my little art project. Here we go. So here, where there's green, and here and round here, I'm just going to stick more pictures on. I think that'll be the simplest way to do it. See you in a minute. So I had a bit of a break and I moved the goose. She's really easy to catch. You just get her round the back of her head there, and just make sure when I'm carrying her that I keep her head well away from mine. She won't walk along if I drive her along. She runs away. But so I'm carrying her along. She doesn't like it, but I'm putting her in a really lovely place. Loads and loads to eat here. Loads of water in this big ditch and a big trough that I fill for her. She's making a lot of noise. Doesn't like that at all. But very quickly she'll settle down and she'll not be on the pond, so she won't be fouling the pond. And she won't be attacking my visitors and, most importantly, my little grandchildren. She's falls straight into eating grass straight away. She'll be very happy in there. Well, there's a little bit of sunshiny yellow now that the treehouse is partially finished. The mattress is here and the lovely blanket on the back. All the curtains are back up. I love how it looks. Still got quite a ways to go, and I'm going to put some cushions in here as well, and maybe some rugs on the floor. But that is the effort of the weekend all done. I'm really pleased with how it looks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my spring treehouse come to life. Thanks for watching. I don't post regularly to the garden channel, so put your notifications on when you subscribe. That way you won't miss April's video. I love it. Take care and enjoy your garden. And I'll see you next time.